Good morning. It is Thursday, November 5th, and I'm about to go over with you what you will be doing tomorrow, November 6th, on your first virtual day. Okay, so as you can see your screen, it says open ended questions and how to answer them. So I'll give you an example. On the level one, step two, and step three, and I've only gotten through some of the step one, or actually most of the step one um, results that you guys have submitted. And in a word, they are terrible. You guys don't know how to answer open ended questions. And it's not that you're bad or horrible or anything like that. It's just that you probably, most likely, have never been taught how to do this. And so I'm going to stop what we're doing for Friday, teach you or show you an easy method how to do this so that next week, when we start level two, and go into step one, step two, step three, you know how to answer these types of questions. You do them properly and correctly so that you get the most amount of credit that you can. Okay? So let me just show you real quick. See my little list here? These are some of the feedback that I've been giving you guys. No text evidence, no reflection. Like, you didn't give me much to work with. You guys don't do capitalization. You don't use this in any kind of writing for school. Your grammar is inappropriate. You've given no reflection other than yes, no reflection other than no. How did Philip convince you in the article? You guys have just not answered these questions satisfactorily to get you more than literally the lowest score possible. Okay? So like I said, I'm gonna go through with this. Bear with me a minute. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is what are closed-ended questions and what are open-ended questions. All right. Closed-ended questions, they're real simple, that you can normally answer them with a yes or a no. Is it sunny outside? Yes. Is it cloudy outside? No. Okay, those are closed-ended questions. There's a definitive answer for those. Now, an open-ended question requires a little bit more detail, some evidence, and some thought given to your answer. Okay, I'm going to use this example below. What was it? Was your trip successful? Okay, I even used the closed question to answer to make it an open-ended answer. All right, the question below is, was your trip successful? Yeah, so here would be my open-ended response. Yes, my trip was successful. I was able to get all of the parts that I brought with me sold to customers. My boss told everyone that I was the best salesperson in the region for this quarter. And the boss's statement is the evidence in this example. Okay, so here are some examples of yes or open-ended and close-ended questions, and some advantages and disadvantages to both of them, just so that you can see. All right, so several years ago, you would have been required on your EOC to answer 3 open-ended questions on both English 1 and English 2 EOCs. You had 2 reading selections, and then one question was on one reading selection, one question was on the other reading selection, and the third question was on both of the reading selections. Okay? So we used to teach this formula so that students could answer these questions and get all the points possible on your EOC to pass. Okay? So now I'm going to show you this method, and then you see where it says here, require? You are going to be required moving forward from next Monday on to answer questions in this format. All right? So let me show you an example. All right? Here are some questions and the answers written in the race formula. Why did the 2 bad ants decide to stay at the house? Use evidence from the story to support your answer. Here, the pink is the race. I'm sorry, I should have gone through these instead of skipping over them. R is restate. So you're going to restate the question and turn it into a statement. So if we use this, why did the two bad ants decide to stay at the house? The ants decided to stay at the house because. So we have taken the question and turned it into a statement. All right. So then we are going to answer the question. And that's A. Why did the ants stay? Because there were so many sugar crystals. That's the answer. That's why they stayed. Okay. C is cite text evidence. Use examples and evidence from the text. C is our example. The ants said, and it might not feel like home, but they could stay and eat the tasty treasure forever. So the ants could stay and eat the sugar crystals from home. Okay, so then we go to E, explain your thinking. Okay, your answer is not complete without an explanation of why you gave, RAC. Okay, and E is here. If they went home, they would have to share their crystals with the queen. And I guess nobody wanted to share with the queen ant. So there you go. All right, so here we go with this question. Why did Megan start the dog walking business? And I know that my little picture is here in the corner, so I hope that you can see through here to see this. All right. Okay, so our answer, restating the question, Megan started the dog walking business. All right. A is our answer. Why did she do it? Because she wanted to buy a bike, and her parents said that she would have to earn the money to pay for it. Okay. So then C is our, you can't see my finger, I'm pointing at the screen. C is our cite text evidence. And that's the purple part here. See how there's the quotes? The quotes here. The evidence shows, the purple. Megan was a hard worker and she knew she could earn the money if she set her mind to it. After thinking about how she could earn the money, Megan decided that dog walking would be the best idea for her. Okay, and then so C, explain what that means. E, explain what that means. Goodness. The evidence shows that Megan was determined. She really wanted a bike and would earn the money for it by walking through the neighborhood dogs. Okay, so A, R, A, C, and E. Colorful answers to show you how to do it. Now, when you're answering questions this weekend, I do not expect you to use colors. However, you are required to use this format. All right? Here are some more, okay? Constructed responses with text evidence. What kind of person was Mike? Mike was greedy and selfish, all right? And here are the explanations for what is included in this answer. Some details, evidence-based terms, the passage said, because, text evidence. Mike grabbed his football away from his friend, and here is why, E, the explanation. Okay, here we go. R, A, C, and E. Red is the R. Blue is the A, green is the C, and the purple is the E. All right? Restate, answer the question, cite your text evidence, explain your thinking. All right? Now, I have what are called sentence stems to help you start your answers and complete them with evidence from your text and your own explanations. Each little cloud, as you'll see on the next two slides, has an explanation of what kind of question it can be used to answer. These sentence stems can be your best friend until you get the hang of it and you don't need the assistance from these sentence stems. Okay? So, here is a response for you. If you are asking a question, readers think about their reading and ask questions about it. Who, what, where, when, how, I, how. So, at the end, if you're giving your explanation and you're trying to connect what you read to yourself, you might throw one of these questions in there. A question I have is, I would like to ask the author this. All right. Now, here's another one for making connections, and this is you're connecting it to, see how it says here in the little letters, the text to yourself, if you're connecting the text to another text, or if you're connecting the text to, like, the world view, okay? So this is similar to, say, another book that I read called Alice in Wonderland, okay? Or this relates to an experience that I had when I had a job at whatever, you know? And if you're relating the text to yourself, then this makes me think about the time that I did this or I did that, okay? Now this one down here, and like I said, I do hope you can see it. I see my little picture in the corner. I did that for y'all. Um, uh, Readers read between the lines. That's inferencing. You're making an educated guess by using what you know into the text evidence and what's going to happen. All right? And the last slide I have for you is another slide of sentence starters. And sentence starters for monitoring and clarifying, evaluating text, about characters, about the author's craft. And we'll be probably in author's craft, reflection, evaluating text. We'll be in those quite a bit. All right. So, like I said, I just wanted to walk you through these slides so that you could see and understand how to answer these questions. This right here, use the RACE strategy to answer text-dependent questions. Text-dependent questions is any question that says use or give or cite text evidence to support your answer. Okay? Every single one of those, step 1, step 2, step 3, had a question that was open-ended that said cite, use, support. Okay? So, this is how you're going to do it. This is what I expect. Now, when we're first starting out, if you want to write R and then that part, A and then that part, C and then that part. Let me show you. Let's see. Let's go down here. Insert a blank slide. If you wanted to start, let's see, R, A, C, and E, okay? If you wanted to do this, for your, okay, if you wanted to say, respond to the question, okay? And then the A is answer the question. So, and then I'm going to answer the question. This is not respond. This is restate. I keep doing that. Restate. Turn it into a statement. Turn. I know how to type. Turn it into a statement instead of a goodness. I can't type. Go. Since there's no I there. Instead of a question. Answer the question. So, because. What is the actual answer to the question that is being asked? Okay. C. You must use evidence from the text to support your answer. Your answer is invalid without text evidence. Evidence. All right, now explain. What do you think about your response to the answer? This is your opportunity to reflect. Okay, that's back in here. Reflection. I learned this book could be better if, or this passage, the thing that you read, blank, made me feel. I think this story teaches a golden line for me. The best part was I would not recommend this book, reading passage, whatever. Okay. This is your chance to show what you have actually learned. All right, so if we go here and we go here, we make this big, boom. Oh, of course, I'm going to actually put this, oh my goodness, there it is. There it is. Come here. In the thing. So like I said, if you want to answer your answers with these letters before what you are saying, I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm not going to require that, okay? But if I don't see 4 things, so what does that tell me? 4 things. I should see the restate and the answer should probably be at least 1 sentence, okay? The cite, your citation, your text evidence should probably be another sentence, right? And then your explanation should be a 3rd sentence. So at a minimum, at a very, 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 very minimum, your text evidence responses should be 3 sentences long. Not just, no, he didn't, what did you guys say? No, he didn't change my mind. Okay, so that's no that's no response at all. That's no response that will get credit for you at all. Just so you know. All right. So I'm going to post this so that you see it, and we'll move on from here.